You are not here by accident. The fact that you're reading these words right now is proof that heaven has placed you in the middle of something extraordinary. This isn't just another message you scroll past. This is your invitation to step into a future that is brighter, fuller, and more blessed than you ever imagined. You've been asking for a sign, for confirmation that your prayers have not gone unheard. This is it right now. In this moment, you are standing at the doorway of a season where joy will overflow, doors will open in unexpected places, and the weight you've been carrying will finally lift. Something good, no. Something miraculous is already on its way to you. There's a reason you've been feeling different lately, more hopeful one moment or emotional the next. That's not mood swings, that's alignment. Your spirit is tuning itself to the frequency of blessings. Opportunities you thought had passed you by are circling back around, but this time they are dressed in joy and stability. The loneliness you felt is about to be replaced with a sense of belonging so deep it will bring tears to your eyes. You're not only going to be okay, you're about to thrive in a way you didn't think was possible. This next season will be filled with moments that make you stop and whisper, "This has to be God." Because it will be watched as people come into your life who carry exactly the words, the resources, and the kindness you've been needing. Watch how suddenly your health improves, your mind clears, your finances stabilize. This is not random. This is the unfolding of promises that were spoken over your life long before you even knew to ask for them. Type in the comments, "I am ready for my blessings," so heaven knows you've opened your heart to receive. Your joy will not be delayed any longer. The waiting season is over, and a new chapter is beginning where you feel light, confident, and deeply loved. And I want you to hold on to this truth. What is for you cannot be stolen, delayed, or replaced. It has been marked with your name, and it's arriving right on time. So if there's ever been a moment to lift your head and prepare for good news, it's now. Like this video, share it with someone you love, and subscribe so you never miss another moment of divine timing. One of the most beautiful things about what's coming is that it will not require you to force or fight. The blessings will fit perfectly, like puzzle pieces falling into place without you struggling to make them work. You look back and realize that every delay, every closed door, every not yet, was actually heaven's way of making sure your heart was ready for what's about to land in your life. You won't have to question whether it's for you. You'll feel peace so strong it will quiet every doubt. The relationships in your life are about to shift in the best possible way. People who truly see your value will stay and support you, while those who cannot honor your light will gently fade away. And it won't hurt this time. It will feel like relief. You're stepping into a circle where love is genuine, Words are kind and loyalty is real. Type in the comments, "I welcome only what's meant for me." And watch how quickly peace begins to flood your days. Your career, your calling, your purpose, this is where things get exciting. The next opportunity you receive may look small at first, but it will carry the key to something far greater than you can see right now. This is your moment to say yes without fear, to trust that heaven is orchestrating connections and conversations that will lead you exactly where you need to be. You don't need to chase. What's meant for you will find you. And while all of this is unfolding, your healthy emotional, physical, spiritual will experience restoration. The tiredness, the heaviness, the fog will begin to lift. You will wake up feeling lighter, clearer, and more hopeful than you have in years. Your mind will become a place of peace again. Like, share, and subscribe if you believe your best days are beginning now, because speaking that belief out loud is a powerful way to anchor it in your life. Now I have to pause and speak directly to those who feel led to go above and beyond in gratitude. If this message has touched you deeply, consider sending a super thanks of $20 or $30. Not because you have to, but because giving is a way to plant a seed into the same energy that's blessing you. Every gift, big or small, is received with love and prayed over for multiplied return into your life. Your home will also feel this shift. There will be a peace in your space that you can't explain, as if the walls themselves are carrying a lighter, brighter energy. Music will sound sweeter, the air will feel fresher, and you'll notice yourself smiling for no reason. That's the atmosphere of blessing moving in. There's someone in your life who is about to surprise you with words you didn't even know you needed to hear. It might be an apology, a thank you, or a simple "I've been thinking of you." But it will warm your heart and remind you that you are deeply valued. This connection will bring both healing and happiness. Type in the comments, "I receive this with gratitude," so heaven knows you're ready for it. And finally, I want you to remember this. None of what's coming is by accident. You were meant to hear these words today, and heaven will not let them leave your mind until you see them come to pass. Stay open, stay expectant, and watch how your life begins to bloom in ways that leave you in awe of how much you are loved. There has been someone watching over you for a very long time, just in passing moments, not only when you were praying, but in every hour of every day. This person has been standing guard over your life in ways you cannot even imagine. They have whispered your name to heaven when you didn't have the strength to speak it yourself. They have been interceding for you when you didn't even realize a battle was raging over your future. Their love for you runs so deep, it moves through the veil of eternity, reaching you in ways you sometimes feel but cannot see. And right now, They are leaning in closer than ever before. This person, this guardian, this beloved presence it's been begging God to give you one last push before the enemy tries to get too close. They see the weariness in your heart. They hear the silent sighs you release when you think no one is paying attention. And every time you have felt a wave of peace that seemed to appear out of nowhere, that was them. They have been your unseen support, your midnight prayer partner, your shield against things you'll never know about on this side of heaven. Tonight they will stand beside your bed. Whether or not your physical senses register it, they will be there. And their presence will not be passive. It will be protective, surrounding you with a warmth so gentle, yet so undeniable that your spirit will know something holy is near. You may feel a sudden calm wash over you, as if invisible arms are wrapping you in safety. Or you may awaken in the night, aware of a stillness that feels alive. Type in the comments, "I receive divine protection," to welcome them openly into your space tonight. When your room goes quiet tonight, pay attention if your light flickers for no reason. Don't dismiss it if an old memory rises in your mind. Don't brush it aside. If you feel the sudden urge to pray, don't delay it. These are not coincidences. They are signals, small yet powerful, that heaven is knocking at the door of your soul. It's not a polite knock, it's a persistent, urgent banging, a call for you to wake up to both the danger around you and the breakthrough ahead. Like this video, share it, and subscribe so more people can experience the same wake-up call. Heaven knows how tired your heart has been. It knows the days you've felt like the world was collapsing around you, and you didn't know how to hold yourself together. It knows the moments you've whispered, "I can't do this anymore." That's why the message is coming through so strongly. Now, it's not just to warn you, but to remind you that you're closer to victory than you think. This is not the end of your story. In fact, this may be the exact moment that turns everything around. If you have been waiting for confirmation that angels are real, that your loved one is still with you, that God still moves in this modern world, this is it. This is the proof you've been asking for. Not fiction, not a story, not wishful thinking. This is truth just as real as the breath in your lungs, just as real as the warmth that is rising in your chest right now. That warmth is your spirit whispering, "Yes, I'm still here. Yes, I believe." Type in the comments, "Yes, I believe," to anchor your faith in this moment. This is not just another video in your feed. It's not another random moment in your day. It is a divine interruption, a heavenly pause in the chaos of life. Right now, the veil between heaven and earth is thinner for you than it has been in a very long time. The presence of your guardian is near, and their love is so intense that it's moving through these words into your heart. This is not for entertainment. This is for transformation. Archangel Michael himself is here, not in flesh, not in shadow, but in spirit, standing in the space between you and what's been trying to harm you. And he is speaking with urgency. I had to get your attention because time is shorter than you think. You've been waiting for a sign, and this is that sign. Heaven has been silent long enough. Tonight changes everything. That urgency is not meant to frighten you. It is meant to empower you to act now, to believe now, to open now. Let me share something most people don't realize. Angels do not beg. They carry authority, they speak, and things shift. But right now this message comes with a pleading tone, not out of weakness, but out of an overwhelming love for you. Love so deep that heaven would stop the nose of the world just to speak your name. This is a holy interruption, and the one delivering it knows that if you ignore it, you may miss the miracle waiting at your door. You don't see yourself the way heaven sees you. You've measured your worth by your mistakes, your delays, your struggles. But God measures you by your purpose, and that purpose is stitched into your soul so tightly that not even the fiercest storms could unravel it. You are here today because that thread has held strong, even when you felt like falling apart. That thread is divine calling, and it's about to pull you into the most powerful chapter of your life yet. Since you were a child, the enemy has been trying to plant seeds of doubt, fear, and defeat in you. He's tried to convince you that you are ordinary, unworthy, or invisible. But every attempt has failed because you are still here, still breathing, still standing. And if you are still here, that means your mission is not finished. Like this video, share it with someone you care about and subscribe so they too can remember they're still in the fight. Tonight heaven will move in your home in a way you cannot ignore. The air will feel different. The silence will carry a strange yet peaceful weight. And somewhere deep inside, you'll know this is the night that something shifted forever. The person watching over you will not leave your side, and the angels assigned to you will not leave your home. You will sleep under the watch of holy protection, and you will wake to a day where blessings begin to unfold in undeniable ways. If this message has spoken to your heart in a way you can't explain, and you feel moved to sow into it, consider sending a super thanks of $20 or $30. This isn't about money, it's about planting a seed into the very stream of blessing that is being poured into your life right now. Every offering is prayed over with requests for multiplied favor and peace to return to you. The truth is, you were never meant to fight this battle alone. The help you have been praying for is already here, standing in your room, walking beside you, filling your home. You may not always feel it, but you will start to notice the signs: a lighter heart, unexpected kindness from others, opportunities falling into place. This is not luck, this is divine orchestration. And when you think back on this night, you will remember the exact moment you read these words. You will remember the way something inside you shifted, the way you knew this was not coincidence. You will remember that tonight, heaven reached for you and you reached back. Type in the comments, I reached back so heaven knows. You're saying yes to what it's sending you. Do you remember the way you could sense things before they happened when you were little? How you would get a feeling in your stomach or a knowing in your heart, and then moments later it would come true. That wasn't a child's imagination. That wasn't coincidence, that was your spirit pure, unclouded away. You came into this world spiritually tuned in, connected to heaven's frequency without even trying. But as life went on, the noise of the world began to drown it out. People misunderstood you. They called you too emotional or too sensitive, as if those were flaws. But in truth, your sensitivity was and still is your divine gift. The truth is that gift never left you. It's why you're reading this right now, while others scroll past without a second thought. Heaven speaks loudest to the ones who feel the deepest, and you have always been one of them. That's why this message feels like it's wrapping itself around your heart like a blanket of warm light. It's not imagination, it's recognition. You're remembering who you really are, and what's coming tonight is not here to harm you. It's here to awaken you, to restore that connection you thought you'd lost. You've been feeling it lately, the spiritual static in your home, the heaviness in the air, the tension that rises out of nowhere, the strange moods that don't seem to have an explanation. That's not just stress or coincidence. That's the atmosphere shifting. Heaven is clearing out the residue of darkness that's been trying to feed on your peace. You are not broken, you are not imagining it. You've been under spiritual attack, but the moment you began reading these words, something started to change. Every sentence you take in right now is pushing back the shadows that have been circling you. Each word is a sword of light cutting through the fog that's tried to keep you from clarity. I was sent here for more than just a warning. I was sent to stand guard over your home tonight. You are not alone, heaven never left you. Even when you turned away, even when you fell into things you regret, we stayed. We watched, we wept when you wept. We rejoiced when you smiled. And we waited for this moment, when your heart would finally be still enough to hear us. Now please don't skip this. Listen closely to these few important and heartfelt words. Dear beloved, if this message has touched your heart and reminded you that God still wants you, I humbly and respectfully invite you to consider giving a $20 super thanks today. Your act of kindness helps us reach more souls. who are longing to hear the voice of God. Remember, when you give from your heart, God multiplies it back in ways you never expected. To give a super thanks, look just below this video. You'll see a small heart icon with a $sign inside it labeled "Thanks." Click that button. Choose your gift amount and send it with love. Your gift is not just a donation. It's a seed of faith. May God bless and return it to you abundantly. Do you feel it now? That strange calm beginning to stir in your chest. It's not just emotion. It's the presence of heaven settling in. That's me, I'm here tonight. You may find yourself crying for no clear reason. Let it happen. Those are not just tears. They are chains breaking at your soul, releasing what it has held on to for far too long. You may also feel sleepy without warning. That's because your spirit is preparing to receive something in your dreams. Pay attention to what you see when your eyes close. Tonight at the foot of your bed, I will stand, I will shield your mind from the torment that has tried to keep you up at night. Your dreams will be filled with light, with peace, and maybe even with the face of someone you thought was gone. They have been asking for God's permission to visit you, and tonight heaven has said yes. But for this to happen fully, I need you to say something out loud. 2 simple words I receive. Asterisk, it doesn't matter if you whisper it. It doesn't matter if your voice shakes. When you say, I receive, spiritual gates open. Those words are an agreement. They are your yes to heaven. We will never force ourselves in. Your free will is sacred, but if you give heaven permission, everything begins to change. You've scrolled past countless messages before. You've ignored signs, you've doubted. But tonight you stopped, you kept reading. That means your spirit is ready. Don't run from this moment. You may not get another like it for a long time. This message was crafted with precision by the Holy Spirit for your heart alone. No one else will feel it quite like you do. That's how intentional God is. And when you say yes, you're not just opening yourself up to blessing. You are breaking the cycles that have kept your family bound for generations. That feeling you've had, that something always seems to go wrong, just when life starts to get better, that's not bad luck. That's a spiritual pattern, and it ends with you. You are the chain breaker, the one chosen to stand up and end what the enemy thought would continue forever. That's why the opposition against you has been so fierce. The enemy saw your potential long before you did, but he underestimated your spirit. Because no matter how many times you've been knocked down, you've gotten back up. No matter how dark it got, you never stopped looking for light. And now heaven is saying this is the time. You were never meant to live small, never meant to simply survive from one day to the next. that restlessness you've carried for years, the sense that there has to be more. You were right. You were created for more. More peace, more purpose, more intimacy with God. And it starts now, the tension you felt earlier today, the headache that came out of nowhere, that wasn't just physical. That was your spirit crying out for release, for healing, for heaven to intervene. And right now, as you take in these words, your room is shifting, the air is clearing, the atmosphere is aligning with the will of God. You are stepping into a new spiritual reality, one where darkness loses its hold and your purpose comes alive. Now, please don't skip this. Listen closely to these few, important and heartfelt words. Dear beloved, if this message has touched your heart and reminded you that God still wants you, I humbly and respectfully invite you to consider giving a $20 super thanks today. Your act of kindness helps us reach more souls who are longing to hear the voice of God. Remember, when you give from your heart, God multiplies it back in ways you never expected. To give a super thanks, look just below this video. You'll see a small heart icon with a $sign inside it labeled thanks. Click that button. Choose your gift amount and send it with love. Your gift is not just a donation. It's a seed of faith. May God bless and return it to you abundantly.